Won't be long at all before you're quite used to it.
Being bland,
Honey,
that is.
Menstruation is perfectly normal. It happens every month. Sit up, dear.
And start knitting something.
But why each month, Mom?
Oh, it's just part of being a woman, I guess.
It's what the moon goddess
Right
demands.
at first, you probably won't be very regular. Most girls don't settle down for a year or so.
Took me 40
Even then,
years.
some girls go more than a month between periods and others less. That's normal, too. And eventually your body will set up its own regular time. Please sit up, Molly.
Quit ruining your adolescence.
Mom, I'm comfortable.
Well, if you sit and stand straight, that'll give the organs inside your body room to function better. And that'll make you feel better.
Gin will also make you feel better.
I'll get it. That's probably Peggy.
Running for the phone can cause your spleen to explode, honey.
Hello? Oh, hi, Peggy.
How's Joe Mannix treating you?
Sure, just a minute, I'll ask.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Mom, can I go swimming with Peggy tomorrow after school?
Oh, and some bow-legged women.
Molly.
But I'll be home by 5:30.
No, it's not a good idea the first 2 or 3 days of your period. You might get chilled and catch cold.
You might get rickets
Oh,
or
that's
consumption. Or dropsy.
Peggy, of course I can't go swimming. You know I've got the curse.
Their neighbor's Lord Voldemort.
That's right. It isn't a good idea the first couple of days. Okay.
We're sure she isn't a puppet?
Bye.
Good heavens, Molly, you're growing like a weed.
Stop
I may
it!
have to let that hem down again. Come on, I'll do it right now.
Okay.
All that silly growing will put your organs out of alignment.
You know, I've often wondered why it is that some women still call menstruation the curse.
You're a guy, aren't you, Mom?
Peggy calls it that. And it is kind of a nuisance, isn't it?
I suppose it is sometimes.
Well, I happen to like
But it
cramping.
sounds sort of old-fashioned to hear you say it.
What are you two up to?
Oh, menstruating.
How are the fights, Jim?
Oh, not bad. Something wrong with our aerial, though. We ought to be getting a better picture than that.
Where the hell is my ukulele?
What was all the talk about in here?
Did you swipe my ukulele?
Is this a private conference?
No, I don't think so. Do you, Molly?
No, I guess not.
We're talking puffiness.
Well, Jim, Molly's growing up. She's having her first menstrual period.
Ah, how nice. I'm gonna go throw up now.
Already? Oh, but Alice, I thought... Well, I mean, after all, she's only...
Daddy, don't be so silly. I'm not a baby anymore.
I know, dear, but,
It's just that I'm 85. I should have great-grandchildren by now.
no. No, honey, I guess you are.
And I said that as creepily as possible.
Growing up is fun, but
Wee.
some of the things Molly used to do seem a little silly now.
So she's done with diapers.
Sometimes she gets all mixed up just thinking about it. She's changing from a child into an adult, and it's a little confusing at times.
For instance, she's been wearing her bra on her head.
Molly had lots of questions about what was happening to her. It so happened I had a chance to answer some of them.
I answered them all.
Her teacher
Shut up
was
and
sick
sit
one
down.
day and asked me to take her class.
Miss Jensen, what about dancing? Can you when you're menstruating?
No,
Yes,
you can only
can.
stay home and
It's
cry
moderation.
and torture your
In
little
fact,
brother.
You can do
Next.
most of the things you usually do. You can bathe or shower as long as you use warm water.
Can you street
You
luge?
can wash your hair if you're sure to dry it quickly.
Dry your hair
And you can
slowly and
swim
you'll
if
ruin your
wait until
menstrual
after 2
cycle.
or 3 days after the beginning of your period. And you can go to dances and picnics.
Can I do my normal
But it's
cliff
not a very good
diving?
idea to skate, or ride horseback, or play fast games like volleyball.
So I can
and
dance, but I
basketball,
should only
or do
square dance
strenuous dancing
moderately?
like square
Yes.
dancing, or anything that bounces
Fine
you around a
distinction.
lot. In general, mild exercises are best. Ones that strengthen the abdominal muscles are particularly good.
These include
It's
channel
sensible to
changing
avoid
and
strenuous
snacking.
exercise when you're menstruating. And you'll be sure and tell your mother or me if everything doesn't seem to be just right.
Oh, God, I'm tanking.
Now, I'd like each of you to take one of these booklets about menstruation.
You're not funny.
And when you finish reading it, if you have any questions, be sure and come and see me.
It was written by Sylvia Plath, so
remember-
it's a lot of fun.
Menstruation is as normal and natural as eating or breathing or sleeping.
Except if you're a man, then you might want to see a doctor.
Soon, Molly will be a young woman like her sister Jeannie, having dates,
Sometimes raisins.
going to dances in lovely romantic dresses, and making new and important friends.
Politicians and
There
crime
are
figures.
so many wonderful things to look forward to.
Why, they almost offset the untold horrors of being a woman.
growing up.
Not me, bub.
It's an exciting time.
And a great time to remember to wax your monobrow or your friends will call you Little Brezhnev.
Brought to you by the Personal Products Corporation. What we make is none of your damned business.
Riff Tracks. Some movies have it coming. This has been a Riff Tracks presentation. Riff Tracks, copyright by Riff Tracks and Legend Films. All rights reserved. Unauthorized use or duplication is prohibited.